Hi, Aries. Welcome to September. I can't believe that it's September of 2019 already. So weird to think of everything that you've been through in the last year and that it's over half over. Like way over half over. You know what's really interesting also is I have this Aries friend and she told me, she was like, I really like that all this energy in Virgo. I really like this Virgo season and all this energy in it. And that's because it's your sixth house. And if you think about it, it's all about improving yourself and wanting to improve yourself. So allowing yourself to focus on you is huge right now. Whereas other signs are having a really hard time getting through this energy because it's all about being productive and getting things done. You guys do not need your hand held for anything. Virgos really, really appreciate that. When you're productive, you're at your best. You're like your warrior selves. And it's not only you being productive, it's like you being productive and getting the wins. You know what I mean? It's like you're not just doing it for the sake of doing it. You're actually winning at it too. And that's why you guys enjoy Virgo season so much. Now, for some of you, you're beating yourselves up a little too much for not being productive enough. Could be that there is a Libra involved, or there's something that's come back around that you're having to deal. There's this karmic retribution cycle that's coming back around that you're having to deal with, and it has everything to do with how you think about yourself and how you see yourself and how you think others perceive you. Not necessarily how others perceive you, but how you think others perceive you. And just putting your head down and focusing on your work and your day-to-day activities and all the details, it's not making this thing go away. It's not making this cycle go away. In fact, it might be a little bit more painful if you ignore it and you're like, what the hell? I thought I took care of this. Why is it back? Right? So we have the Three of Swords and we have the Seven of Cups. Interesting. I almost called it the Eight of Cups, and that's a totally different card. Looks different in everything, and I still almost said the Eight of Cups. So it might be that this is just an illusion, that the reason why it's come back and you're having to deal with it all over again is Virgo season is all about getting ready for the next season, right? Getting ready for the fall. It's the harvest. It's the Indian summer. It's making sure that everybody's going to eat during the winter. And in layman's terms, in real life terms, that's about getting our shit together, making sure that we're ready for our next venture, our next part of the journey, and allowing ourselves to put all of our ducks in a row so we can get ready for it, or allowing ourselves to train or get better or whatever it is, that learn something new, whatever it is that is justifying this next phase of your life or this next phase of your journey, that this needs to be cleared out before you venture forward. And that's what Virgo season's all going to be about. And by the time you hit Libra season, it's your seventh house. It's all about relationships. And so you want to clear out the gunk, right? So I think that's why the Seven of Cups here, I wanted to call it the Eight of Cups, because there's some emotional stuff that you're holding on to that it's time for you to walk away from, because you can't do anything about it anymore. It happened. It's in the past. If you're holding on to it, see, I'm getting all excited for you. If you're holding on to it and you can't release it, of course it's going to come back up again. And it's going to come back up until you've decided to let it go. And people ask me all the time, Betsy, how do I let this go? First of all, it's not going to happen overnight. Second of all, you need to forgive yourself for holding on to it to begin with, because some people are just beating themselves up for it coming back. And third, it's an illusion. Doesn't even exist. Do you know what's giving it life? You're giving it life. And the only reason why it's still in your energy or why it's still around you is because you are holding on to it. And this could be anything. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a situationship that happened in your life that you're still holding on to, can't really release it. And in September, you're going to have the strength to shift the energy to release it. So the strength card, you could be dealing with a Leo or a Libra. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Tower. Don't be afraid of that Tower. We've talked about this before. That Tower equals evolution. That Tower means growth. That Tower means that it wasn't supposed to be there to begin with. And it's like the trigger that you're first of all, the trigger that you're holding on to isn't even your job to hold on to anymore. The only reason why you're holding on to it is because you don't think it's fair. Do you know what fair is? It's that thing that you go in and you buy tickets and you get on rides and get on the wheel and roller coasters and you eat cotton candy and you have funnel cakes. That's fair. Do you know I had an English teacher say that to me once and I wanted to smack him and be like, so I was like, that's not fair. And I was just kidding. And then he came back with that comment, but it's true. What's not fair? Life? What's not fair? That things didn't go the way that you wanted them to go because you know best? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. It's very much in a Virgo-esque kind of way. Do you know best? Maybe, sometimes. Not this time. The universe knows better. Because this is something that you didn't like the outcome of or the way that it's coming to the outcome. And so it's not fair. But this is your chance to end the cycle, and it'll never come back again. That trigger, that emotional reset, you know what I mean? It will never come back again if you can get it to heal this time around. So we have the World on Justice, the closing of a cycle, the last major arcana in the deck. I'm hearing the song The Way We Were by Barbara Streisand. I don't know who listens to that, but that's what I'm saying is it's not what you're holding on to a concept that has already happened. And if you don't evolve and if you don't allow yourself to evolve and grow, you're going to keep on coming back to it's not fair. Oh, Aries. You know what? It's so interesting. You guys are like the last people I want to see hurt in life. I've had some very close Aries in my life. I've actually hurt one of them that I will forever be like, oh, heartbroken. But it was like so long ago that I can't even be upset about it. They hurt me too. But I've had some amazing Aries individuals in my life. Starting from a very young age, like my favorite grandfather is an Aries. And he passed when I was 13. So, but he's one of my spirit guides and he's really super sarcastic. So you guys can kind of see why that Lover's card keeps wanting to show up at the bottom of the deck. So that the pain that's being caused right now is from somebody that you have one of those kind of connections to. Anyways. I love me an Aries, and I don't ever want to see you guys get hurt. Oh, and see how well you're being taken care of. We have Judgment. It's a call to action. You don't have to be in pain anymore. You don't have to live a painful existence. And how you do that is you recognize that you are being very well taken care of by the universe. See, there's that baby dropper coming out of the sky. giving it to that guy, and allowing yourself to release this and evolve from it is going to be huge for you. And the reason why this is the season for you to do it is because you will be the hardest on yourself during the season, and you can set that goal and do it. Just heal already so we can move on and you guys can get everything you've ever wanted. It's just that easy. I promise. So we have the Hanged Man on the Seven of Cups. My friends, when you are on pause because of this illusion, and the reason why it's an illusion is because it's happened, it's dead and gone, and it probably happens over and over and over again so many times that it's really become an illusion. You've almost maybe even told stories on top of stories to make it so elusive. Anyway, so much of an illusion to you, right? The only reason why I want this to be the last go round, and the only reason why I'd want you to be on pause from it, is if you were trying to figure out how to heal from it. If you were looking at it from a different perspective where it's no longer going to hurt you, but it's going to actually give you the strength that you need to move forward. Right? Let's see what this strength card is. Yeah, see, and here's the thing, Aries. Look how beautiful your future looks. So bright, you're going to have to wear shades. This is the last time. This is the last time this wound, and it's going to be different for everyone. I can't pinpoint every single wound, but it could be anything. It could be rejection, abandonment, issues. Some people like to call them daddy issues. I don't really like using that term, but that's really the only way to explain it. Whatever it is, Aries, that you are holding on to that makes you feel like less than who you are, and people keep coming into your life to trigger this, it's time to let go of the anxiety, of the pain, of the exhaustion. You don't need it anymore. You have the 10 of Cups coming. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming. What you got to do is clean up first. You have to allow yourself to get honest. And what is going to move this along? Well, first of all, manifesting during the Virgo full moon on August 30th, or Virgo new moon, sorry, on August 30th, is going to really help push things forward. And releasing things at the Pisces full moon in September, I believe, I want to say it's the 17th. Oh, no. Maybe it's the 6th. Anyways, middle of September. I'll know for sure later. But it's going to help you get really honest with yourself. Manifest releasing during the full moon. Manifest bringing things in during the new moon. Get very specific about what you want, because you have the power to make it come in right now and bring something into fruition. Get very specific. But if it doesn't happen the way that you wanted it to, you have to know that it's because there's something better. There's a better way to do it. There's a better person that's coming. There's a better job that's coming. Oh, there's the 8 of Cups, loud and proud, right on top there. The burden of this tower, we got 4 cards clarifying the tower, okay? So on these 4 cards, we have the 8 of Cups. So walking away, like I said, walking away from what's no longer serving you so that you can manifest. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups, right? You were on pause at the 7 of Cups. You decided no more. I'm going to build my own strength. I'm going to get really, really honest with myself. I'm going to heal this battle, right? Even if it's hard, even if it's overbearing, even if it's the hardest thing that I've ever had to do in my entire life, even if I'm tired of healing because I've been healing for years, for Pete's sake, That 10 of Wands and 5 of Wands is saying no matter what the fight is, you're almost done. You're almost there. You won't have to carry this burden anymore. You're almost done. Congratulations. You know? Bottom of the deck. 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor. Damn. Couldn't have timed that any better. You know how doing things yourself, you seem to get the job done a little bit better? That's exactly what has to happen when it comes to this situation. Doing the job yourself. Not counting on, not expecting anybody else to help you. From here on out, you're creating your own abundance by healing yourself. Now, if you are having money issues and you feel like you're fighting for something, right? So we have the 4 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. I feel like that fight is almost over. The worst has passed. But one of the things I want to say about the 4 of Pentacles is if you're holding on to something way too tightly right now, you have to release it. You have to release it. You have to release it. Don't hold on so tightly to things because you want to be able to manifest, and manifesting from a place of surrender, knowing that you have zero control of the outcome, but this is what you're manifesting. Right? Coming from a place of surrender is huge to manifest. And then we have the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. If you have to venture out during this time, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Be honest, but don't beat yourself up. Okay? All right, you guys. I love you all so much. You guys are fantastic. 20% off my readings through Virgo season. I was just going to do it for my birthday and it was going to end on August 31st, but I've decided to extend it through September 22nd. So 20% off the 1-hour reading, the 30-minute reading, and the alignment sessions, the 1-hour alignment sessions. T-shirts, not this t-shirt, but my t-shirts and my coffee mugs are also 20% off during Virgo season. Some of them will be discontinued. So take advantage of that now if you've been wanting to get t-shirts. There are men's shirts, there are sweatshirts, even if you want to get sweatshirts for the winter as we move into the fall time. And there was one more thing. Oh, jewelry. If you want to, there's only like 2 black tourmaline and 2 tiger's eye left. So if you've been wanting to get a handmade sterling silver, this is a spiral pendant. He literally made it by hand. With a black tourmaline or a tiger's eye. It's also infused with Reiki energy. Thank you for all of your support and all of your love. Please join me for the new moon ritual that we're going to do on my birthday on Friday morning. I love you. Have a wonderful September.